When you've created a lifestyle that you're proud of, it's natural to want to protect it. So what can we learn from the longest-lived, healthiest people on Earth? Well, that's the question that National Geographic set out to answer. And they found the healthiest, longest-lived societies included Ikaria Island in Greece, Barbagia in Sardinia, Okinawa, Japan, and a peninsula in Costa Rica. Now, they're all fairly different places, but they have certain things in common. And particularly, there were many people who were over 90 years old, who were upright, fit, excellent vision and hearing, and very few signs of heart disease, memory loss, or osteoporosis. They called them blue zones. So what were the common denominators? Well, they found that they were eating naturally homegrown foods, high in anti-inflammatory nutrients and vitamins and minerals. They were eating complex, unrefined carbohydrates and fiber, with animal protein mainly from fish and seafood, and their fat came mainly from plants, oily fish or nuts. Their lifestyles had a lot in common. The people had a high level of physical activity, not going to the gym, but as part of their lifestyle and work. There was strong community and family ties, and their life was mainly low-stress village life. Let's go back for a minute to their diet, and I want to emphasize a particular word. It included high levels of anti-inflammatory nutrients. Now, why is that significant? Because the latest medical science is really clear that, in this case, what's called low-grade inflammation is associated with everything from heart disease and diabetes to Alzheimer's and arthritis. Now, low-grade inflammation has another term. It's also called chronic subclinical inflammation. Chronic just means long-term. Subclinical means difficult to detect. And it's inflammation that builds up gradually as you age in the tissues. Scientific American confirmed inflammation of this type in tissues is an underlying contributor to virtually every chronic disease, from arthritis, diabetes, depression, along with major killers such as heart disease and stroke. And now we're beginning to understand that this type of inflammation in tissues is associated with the spread of cancers. So it's clear reducing this type of inflammation is absolutely key. Now, Dr. Paul Clayton is the past president in the Forum of Health at the Royal Society of Medicine. He's also a fellow of the Institute of Food, Brain and Behavior in Oxford. And he says, if chronic inflammation is allowed to run unchecked, tissues become dysfunctional and fail. That's basically a definition of aging and age-related diseases. He also says, if you're 50 or over, you will have accumulated this type of inflammation because it's part of our Western lifestyle. And he also confirms that if this type of inflammation is not checked, is not reduced, it can lead to heart disease, stroke, cancer, dementia, diabetes, sexual dysfunction, osteoporosis, and skin aging. So it's clearly really important to reduce this type of inflammation within tissues. Now, the significance is that the blue zone diets were very rich in anti-inflammatory and indeed antioxidant nutrients. Those are the nutrients that fight free radical damage. And in particular, they were high in omega-3 from fish, from flavonoids and carotenoids, these are derived from fruits and vegetables, and in the case of Japan, green tea, curcumin, and soy protein. The blue zone diets were especially high in vitamin C, D, and E, and in selenium, zinc, and magnesium. Now, it's based on studies like these and other studies that has caused the National Cancer Institute and the National Health Information Center in America to call for people to eat 9 portions of fruit and vegetables a day. But what if that's a struggle? What if you don't live a low stress, high activity, basically vegetarian lifestyle in a mountain area or on an island? What can you do? And especially, how can you reduce chronic, subclinical, but invisible inflammation? Because it is a major threat. We asked ourselves the logical question, why not combine the most protective nutrients from these, the world's healthiest diets, into a daily supplement? Because the blue zone lifestyle may be healthy, but realistically it is hard, and 9 portions a day is equally difficult to achieve. Well, Dr. Paul Clayton answered that question and formulated a supplement called NutriShield. And what NutriShield does, it combines very rich levels of vitamins and minerals, essentially at the level that you would expect from a vegetarian-style diet, with powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant nutrients. Those are the nutrients that fight free radical damage. It includes flavonoids from green tea and grapeseed extract and curcumin. It includes soy isoflavones. These are the nutrients that are associated with low levels of cancer in Japan. It includes omega-3 fish oil, carotenoids like lutein and lycopene, and much more. Effectively, NutriShield combines the lessons from the latest medical research, that is, the dangers in inflammation and the need to reduce inflammation, with the nutrients from the healthiest societies. If all that makes sense to you, we invite you to go to NutriShield.com now